It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati.
Anders Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 20. Oh, look at the juke. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 46 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries in the ballgame. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone, they do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Check white. Commit red. Ready. Go.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First and
Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Burrow will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 31 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and the lead now stands at 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing, Love. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Fight 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Blue check. Click yellow. Check white. Commit red.
Love with a give to Dillon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Buying time was, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 13-7.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay.
Fielded just inside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10.
At their own 37.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Up, green, blue, check. Click, yellow, check white.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Second and 10.
Up the middle, Jones. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 27.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 and 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Love. Caught on the right side. Reed. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Love. They go play action now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Burrow.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. And now due to apparent time constraints, We fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action this time with Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Drill 52.
Now Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Opposite, green, blue, check.
To throw now, here's Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Running right, Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Jones. Powers through it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Love looking to throw it. That's complete to Doubs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
Okay,
and the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Love, quick slant to Watson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Go. Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the Bengals 26-yard line.
Love now on 2nd down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First down, Love to pass. Completes it again to Dobbs. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Love now. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Going back to Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Jones. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all down to the 2. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3/4 of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Black Ultra.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Packers 24.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Well, the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
On the counter, here's Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Smith red. Check pink. Yellow. Line. Black wall. Opposite. Green.
They go bootleg. Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go now.
Love.
A check down here to Jones.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Ready?
Here's Love. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On third down, Love. Forced out to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
From 3 yards out.
and the Packers have taken a fourth quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bengals 27.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On second down, here's Burrow.
He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now it's Burrow. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Throwing, Burrow.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown Bengals. Drew Sample, 38 yards.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down 34-31. A minute 35 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
Blue check. Quick. Yellow. Check white.
Love looking to throw it. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Love. That's complete to Wicks.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force the incompletion there.
Now Love. That's taken in by Watson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Toward the pylon, caught.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ball is red. Hut.
First throw in overtime for Love. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Love, they go play action now.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Jones. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Here we go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that,
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. A huge play there in overtime. 55 yards.
just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
2nd and 9.
Once again, they run with Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11 MT, take.
On third down, Mixon, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.
Well, things started off exciting in this one. Had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out